everybody, it's Mindy. It's Tuesday for me, Wednesday for you. It is Whip and Chat Day, of course, and I'm going to sit here and work on my mystery painting and chat and talk and work and fill you in. How's that sound? So, settle in. I don't know how long this will be. I've been getting a little bit longer the last few weeks. Apparently, I've had lots to talk about. I've had things to talk about. So my whip and chats have been a little bit longer. So Dale is gone right now. He went to get Krafts and tacos. He's on his own today. None of his guys from work are able to go today. So he went ahead and he went by himself. He asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like, no. Nope, I'm going to decline today. I'm going to stay home because I have videos to record. Not only do I have my whip and chat to record, but I have things to unbox, things that have been sitting around for a while. I think one of the paintings has been here over a week. I think it's over a week. And I have not had an opportunity to even open it yet. So I was like, nope, honey, you know what? I'm going to let you go, and you can run around, and he's going to get a truck wash. He's going to do a couple other things while he's out and about. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of that time and record. So yesterday, oh my gosh. So yesterday we were busy. I'll tell you more about that in a second. It's just been a lot of go, 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 go. And I really have not had time to just sit and do this kind of stuff. You know, my videos and things like that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting caught up. This is my third video I'm recording. I did some unboxing stuff first because that's even harder to do because I do that out in the kitchen on the counter. And if he's here, that one's harder to do. My whip and chats, I can sit in my office and I can close the door. You know, I can just close the door and be kind of quiet in here. When he's home even, I can kind of do those. But so I took advantage. I'm feeling like I got a few things done. Every day I try to find myself a half an hour, 45 minutes to edit and upload. I have things that are recorded, but I still have to have that time to edit and upload. I'm catching things here and there as I can, you know what I mean? And I'll explain why when we get talking. When we get talking, I'll explain all of that situation. So the mystery painting, mystery along, mystery mayhem, that's what it is. Mystery mayhem. It's going really well. You guys, we're really, really pleased at how many people are participating in this mystery diamond painting event. We've got a great turnout, and it is awesome. It's just awesome. I have sent out the first week's winner, sent them their mystery package of goodies. I thought that was a lot of fun to just show some. I just showed up close pictures of things so you could really not tell what they were, but you could kind of guess what the items might be. I thought that was fun. I'm not certain what Maritza's doing yet for hers, but she's giving away a prize. Week 2 is over. We're well into week 3 now. And then Angie will be on tap for week 3, and she'll be giving away a prize for week 3. Now, we have, and I think I'll probably be the first person to tell you this, we have some grand prizes. So I had a very, very generous subscriber. She sponsored grand prizes. So we decided what we would do for that is we will have 2 $50 gift card winners. And you can, I think we're just going to let you choose which diamond painting company you want to get your gift card at. And we'll just purchase you a gift card. You'll be set to go. And you can go shop and get what you'd like. So that is pretty cool. We'll have those winners. And then Maritza has a mystery painting that she is going to give away. She has one. She's like, I figured out what it was, and I'm never going to do it. Okay, so she is willing to put that in as a giveaway. So that is cool. That's awesome. So we have 3 really nice prizes: a mystery painting, and 2 gift cards. And I think that's pretty cool. What do you think? Not quite sure how we're going to give them away yet. If we're going to like do a live, if we're going to, I don't know. Not quite sure how we're going to do that yet. But I'll let you know when we have talked further and we figure that out. With my schedule, with Maritza working, sometimes it is difficult for us to just chit chat very much, if you know what I mean, right? Time is so valuable and so short. so short. Okay, so this is interesting. I think it was Angie was talking about how this is really difficult for her to do a mystery painting. Now, I believe she's doing a Diamond Art Club and the symbols are all black and white. So her whole canvas is black and white. I'm doing this craftably and I have color, but I'm going to show you an example right now of what we're talking about. This is very, very strange. She was saying it was really hard for her to like pick out the symbols, right? To just pick them out because she's very color oriented. And I totally get that. Like we look so often for a color on the canvas to help us figure out what symbol we're doing. I totally agree. Let me just share with you an example right here. And I hope you can see it. So like right here is this like wavy thing with a line under it. That's my symbol, a wavy thing with a line under it. So all of these are that symbol. And you can tell that the background, because Craftably has done a colored background instead of a white background, this all looks green, this background, right? But guess what? You come over here and I have more of the same symbol, but now it's on a pink background. Trippy, a little trippy, right? So it's a whole game you have to play in your brain to get your brain to focus on just a symbol and not the color. I mean, we think we diamond paint by symbols. I mean, I would have told you that. I diamond paint by the symbols. But that color or lack of color can really throw you off. So like seriously, right here, I put down 3 greens and the background is green. And over here, I'm putting down 3 greens on a pinkish background. It's trippy. I'm telling you, you really have to just focus on nothing but that black symbol. That's all you can really focus on. Look for that black symbol. And I do believe that it makes it easier to miss them, to overlook them, you know. So let me know what you think. What is your experience with doing these mystery paintings? Is it easier for you? Is it harder? I mean, do you feel the same way that I do, that Angie does? I don't know. It's very different. That's for sure. It's just very different. Like here, I'm having to focus on squiggly with a line underneath. Don't look at anything else. Don't worry about the color because I am putting green on pink. It's quite weird. But anyhow, we're so thrilled that you guys are joining along. So many of you are doing this event. It is pretty awesome. Okay, I think I got all the squigglies over there. And now over here, I'm just like, these are all squigglies. I'm just gonna go to town over here. And I know that all of these symbols over here are the little squiggly line. The squiggly with a line underneath. That's what they are. Squiggly with a line underneath. Whew, okay. So it's fun. We'll let you know further how we're going to give away those grand prizes. I have to touch base with my partners. Touch base with my partners. And it's very difficult these days. Next up, Alan Gianna. Alan Gianna event. I had somebody message me, somebody emailed me asking about it. Yes, it's on. I really want to make a video, like a announcement video, intro video. I have picked my painting. I've got it pulled out. I've got it ready to go. Well, ready to kit up, I should say. So I'm ready to start, getting things rolling here. It's time to get this ball rolling. If I had about 12 more hours to every day, 12 more hours to every day, I'd feel much more accomplished. My days go so fast. They fill up so quickly, and they feel so stinking short, right? Yep. Well, okay. So I hope you join us for the Alan Gianna event. Must be a Dreamer's Design. Dreamer's Design is sponsoring. Thank you, Dreamer's Designs, for sponsoring our event. I'll talk more about that when I actually talk about the event, but they are sponsoring. That's awesome. We appreciate that. That is wonderful. Ritz and I will probably throw in maybe some little weekly things. We've got some grand prizes from Dreamer's Designs. And we'll probably throw in a couple weekly things. Maybe not. Maybe we have to talk. Maybe each of us will do one giveaway. Something like that. Okay? We'll let you know. We'll let you know. I keep saying that. We'll let you know. Famous last words, right? I feel like I'm saying that a lot lately. Because I'm really, is this a saying, catch as can or something like that, where you're just like grabbing things as they come, as when you can, right? I think that's a saying, catch as can or something like that. I mean, I literally just, what do I need to do at this moment? What is highest priority at this moment? Got to get that done first. Like yesterday, we were getting ready to go somewhere. I know what it was. I had been up early. I got up early and I edited and uploaded a video because I knew I didn't have a video ready to go. Edited and uploaded. Dale gets up and he's like, okay, well, you got to go to your sister's. We got to do this. We got to go here. I'm like, okay. He said, I'm making breakfast. I'm like, all right, well, I'll be there in a minute. I'm like, I gotta go shower. I mean, I have got to go get in the shower. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I have to go get in the shower. And he's like, really? Well, hurry it up. His friend's waiting for him at the party store, at the convenience store. His friend's up there waiting for him to get up there. And I was like, well, you didn't tell me that. I had no idea. We didn't touch base on that part. I still got to take a shower. I can't go anywhere without taking a shower. So at least I had the video edited, uploaded, things like that, and took a shower, ate breakfast, got ready to go. I still had things to gather up. Oh, I know what I had to do still. I had to do shipping for a package that was going out. I'm like, I cannot go yet. I mean, we're going to go together. I get that, but you're going to have to wait a minute. So I tried to do my things as quick as I could, get them done, and headed out. Oh, goodness. So we get up to the store, and we're hanging out at the store for a while. And I'm just taking advantage, again, of that time. I'm like, just bring me back a pop. When you come back, just bring me a Diet Pepsi. That's all I need. Just bring a Diet Pepsi. And I sit there in the truck doing things that I can do on my phone, right? Taking advantage of the few minutes that he's in there to get some things done, that I can do on my phone. Oh, goodness. So this is my life. This is my life. So then from there, we headed to my sister's house. Okay. Here's the deal. Last week in my WIP and chat, she would have gone to the doctor and found out that she had, there's a name for it, and I don't know what it is. It's a pocket of swelling where she gets a fluid of a pocket that's filled with fluid, and it's not draining, it's building up. And so when she went to her doctor, the surgeon was like, yeah, well, we have a couple of options. We could just try to drain it, or we put in a drain. So I'm going to schedule you basically for a surgery. And she's like, a surgery? Oh my gosh, another surgery, right? Yep. Scheduled her for a surgery to go in, and one of the two things, they were going to either just drain the thing and hope that it would heal. So picture a blister. It's basically a blister. And you know what you have to do with a blister to get a blister to heal, right? It's never going to heal when it's got that pocket of fluid in there. So that's the situation she's in. We can either drain it, and then hopefully that will heal down on itself, scar down on itself and heal up, or they may have to put in a drain, right? So that was scheduled for Thursday, last Thursday, at 6:30 in the morning. She had to be there at 6:30 in the morning. Her daughter is 2 hours away and works a full-time job with extra hours, you know. Her boyfriend is an hour away. So, I guess you know, I'm the one that's close. So she asked me if I could take her to this surgery. Of course. Of course I can, you know? So that was several hours of the day. And they, you know, she wasn't quite sure what was going to happen, but she did come back out with a drain. And it's an interesting kind of a drain. It's a little more complicated, but so she's back to where she has a drain and it needs to be flushed and emptied and measured once a day. Well, you know, the person who's around who can do that is me. So I'm every day now, every day, going to her house to, you know, take care of that. Now, some days the whole thing needs to be undone and rebandaged. Depends on if she takes a shower or not, because she can take a shower. And if it gets wet, then it needs to be rebandaged. Other days I can just go and we just drain the thing and measure it. But yeah, so every day now I am at her house helping with that. And then like tomorrow, she'll have a therapy appointment and she still can't drive. Well, the doctor last week told her she could attempt to drive. She could try it. He said, you're just going to have to be really careful and know if you're up to snuff to do so, right? Try a short trip. I don't think she has tried a short trip yet. But it's just, and there's so many things still that she can't do, you know. So yesterday, Dale was going with me to work on her barn door, which she cannot open and close the barn door by herself. It needed some work. So he was going to work on that so that she would then be able to open it and close it on her own. It's stuff like that, the things that she can't do that she's still needing help with, or some alternate solutions, you know. So we were there. While he was doing that, she was taking a shower. We were rebandaging everything. That clearly takes more time. He got a few things done on her barn. We got her stuff taken care of inside. And then we had to go. We were on the hunt for a headlight, a used headlight, and lunch, and a couple other things, right? So, yeah, that is kind of the situation for now. She will be off to the doctor today. She'll be there probably now as I'm speaking to you. She's at the doctor. And we have no preconceived notion that this drain's coming out today. None at all. It's still draining way too much. There's no way it's coming out today. So it's going to be there at least another week. At least. Hopefully that will be it, is one more week. But fingers crossed, you know, that this starts to heal up. It's like, you know, it's just not coming together properly and sealing shut. That's what it needs to do. And this area is just not doing that yet. So hopefully another week, you know. Yeah. So there's that, right? the little guy, the new grandson, had to spend some time in the hospital. They're trying to make sure his kidney's okay. He's not rejecting the kidney. He had some issues with some of his blood draw. Some of the numbers for things were off a little bit, and they wanted to check it out. It's a long story, and it's not something I'm going to discuss here, the ins and outs of it. But they're trying to make sure everything works well, and he may have to have a couple of the procedures done, stuff like that. Adoption day. Here we go again. This is a very pink salmon color, and it's going on green here. And I saw it some other places too. That's why I pulled out the 7s. Up here it gets more pink. There's green down here. Oh, I see. It's pink down here too. Never mind. So this one stays pretty much pink. Okay. Adoption day is Friday. And it's put a little wrench in that. He's going to need to go. The hospital that he's going to is like an hour away. That's where he was actually living when they started the whole process. And it is a children's hospital, so it makes sense. But everything's a little more complicated, They were coming home from the hospital yesterday and texted and said, "Are you home? Are you busy?" And I'm like, "No, we're home." "Well, would you mind if we all stop by?" I'm like, "No, stop by, please. I want to see him, Talked to him, video chatted a little bit while he was in the hospital. He was there for like from Thursday to Monday. Thursday afternoon, Monday afternoon. So a little while, going stir crazy in the hospital. And then biopsy, he has to stay still. He had to lay perfectly flat for 6 hours. Can you imagine? 6-year-old. Can't move. He needs to lay flat. 6 hours. Can't move. I can't even imagine. And now he can't run or jump or anything like that for like 14 days. It's like, oh my goodness, poor kid. So there's that going on. Adoptions on Friday. We're going to the adoption. And then I think we're going to brunch. I'll call it brunch. And then Saturday is like a day at the park, like a drop-in open house kind of thing, like a little celebration, for friends and family who were not able to actually come to the adoption. We're having a little party. They're having a little party. So that'll be fun. Hopefully the weather is nice because our weather has been crazy. Like yesterday, it was cold. It snowed. It slushed. Ice. There were slush balls, ice balls coming down. Got that on video. I'll show that to you at some point. Just know that it was, April 16th, I think. Yeah. And we got this stuff coming out of the sky that was just disgusting. Slushy stuff. It was weird. So hopefully the weather will be nice on Saturday for his little party at the park kind of thing. So I'll be helping with that as much as I can, Just there's so much going on. There's times when I'm like, okay, not one more thing. No, not one more thing. I just can't, and I don't even work. Can you imagine if I was still working and still had a full-time job? I mean, sometimes the seams feel like they're about to bust wide open, And that's kind of how it is lately. It's just, I'm stretched thin. Let's just put it that way. Stretched thin. I know people are always like, well, I hope you're taking care of you and finding time for you. And I'm like, a little bit here and there. A little bit here and there. Evenings usually settle down a bit, have some time in the evenings to just watch some TV. Oh, and our favorite TV shows are not on right now. So we can't even watch our Chicago shows. They're on a hiatus. So we went to sit down and relax and watch TV together the other night. And our shows are on hiatus until the beginning of May. And I was like, that's not fair. The one thing I like to do is sit, watch the TV shows with my husband, crochet, relax, put the dogs on my lap because they don't get to see me as much as they used to. Nope. Our TV shows. Nope. So, yeah, that is my life at the moment. I don't know. It's just the way it is. We're doing what we got to do, taking care of the things that need to be taken care of. You know, this is not a complaint. I mean, it's just sharing life. That's what I'm doing. Just sharing life. I'm hoping that by next Tuesday, fingers crossed, she can get that drain out next Tuesday. Then I will not need to be there daily. I'll still help take her to, well, at some point, she's going to drive. I mean, she's going to drive again. It's been 6 weeks. Her surgery was 6 weeks ago. At some point, she's going to be able to drive again. And then the appointments that she does have, she can probably take herself to, and I won't be needed as much. I'm not saying I won't be needed. I just won't be needed as much, right? So it's got to happen at some point, right? And as I keep telling her, it will get better. It will get better. I mean, and she has to stop and remind herself that, yes, today is better than last week. Definitely better than the week before. It's a process. It's a slow process, you know? I debated whether I was going to tell you any more about her surgery and what she's going through. I mean, at first, she didn't want a bunch of people to know. And there were certain people in her life she really just didn't want them to find out. But they found out. They already know. So it's not like it's a huge secret anymore, but it's not my story. And so I still keep it to myself. But yeah, it's a lot. It's major surgery. And there's more surgeries to follow it. 2 more this year. So, yeah. I'll just tell you this. I'll tell you this much. Cancer is a you-know-what. It's a you-know-what. And she's doing what she has to do. Okay? That's what I'll tell you. So, yes, it's cancer related, and she's taking care of business and doing what needs to be done. And it's a hard road. It is a hard, hard road. And I would not want to be in her shoes. I mean, I could be in her shoes for sure, but I don't want to be in her shoes. I try to be empathetic and understanding as much as I can, but it's not easy. So, patience. And I know how much she appreciates what I do because I'm really, the only one around here that can do that for her. She's got a few friends that help out in certain ways, but, this whole daily care thing, I mean, it really, there's nobody but me that could really do it. So I know how much she appreciates it. And we'll get through it. We will get through it, So I may be hearing my husband out in the garage. He may be home. The other thing we were trying to find is headlights. Okay, so I'll tell you this story real quick. He has been working on my son's car, Josh's car. Needed some muffler work in the worst way. That car sounded like a jet airplane going down the road, and it was because of the muffler. So Dale had his car one day, like most of the day, did an oil change on his car, fixed this muffler system so it sounds like a nice car again. At that point, it needed 2 things. Well, 3. It needed a taillight. Quite a while ago, had a busted taillight. It's been covered up like with red tape, so it looks like a taillight, but he really needs a new taillight. So that's what we went looking for yesterday, was a taillight at a salvage yard, a pick and pull. You go in, a bunch of junk cars there, you go find what you want, you take it off. Okay? Found the taillight. All right? Found the taillight. Unfortunately, and I will say sometimes my child is just cursed with the worst luck. Worst luck. Over the weekend, driving home after work, because he works till 11 o'clock at night, right? He hit a deer. Hit a deer. Now, luckily, he kind of glanced, barely hit, whatever, the deer. And it really just messed up his one headlight. So Dale's on the search for headlights, because he's like, there is no way I'm going to get one headlight and replace one headlight. That just doesn't make any sense. You get one, they wouldn't look alike at all. So he doesn't want to do that. So he's trying to find 2 used headlights off, somebody else's wrecked cars. And he can't. He can't find them. He found one. He's like, that's just not going to work. So I don't know. We might end up buying 2 new headlights for the car. But it's like, if the kid didn't have bad luck, I swear, he has had more things happen to him that were not his fault. Just tragic, not tragic, but bad things that have happened that were not in his control, So I feel bad for him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dale's here. I think I hear banging out in the garage, which means he found some crates he's working on. Oh, boy. Well, so that is life. So I've seen all of my family, spent time with all of them. Josh has been here because of the car. The girls have been here with the child. I see my sister every day. My dad quite frequently. Still working on stuff for my dad. I need to have some time to just work on stuff for my dad, for this house of my grandma's. I was actually, after my sister's surgery last week, I had a court date. A court date by Zoom. Guess where I was at? I was in the hospital cafeteria on my phone, Zooming with the court. If that tells you how crazy things are sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to we can't leave yet. We can't leave. I don't have time to get anywhere else. I had no idea how long this whole procedure was going to take. So here I am in the cafeteria on Zoom with the court. Crazy, nuts, right? It was no big deal. It was just for the lawyer who took over for a short time to petition the court for his charges. Ungodly amount of charges for what he did. Ungodly. I'm like, he didn't even really do anything. It's a long sordid tale. But yeah, here I am. Hospital cafeteria in court. Oh boy. Yep. So, wish me luck, folks, that things will slow down and settle down before too long. I know there have been plenty of WIP and chats when I'm just like, yeah, nothing going on here. That's probably why my WIP and chats were so short. I didn't have anything to talk about. There wasn't anything really exciting going on in my life, right? I'm just home. Dale's at work. I make videos. I take care of the dogs. But there's nothing really to talk about. Oh boy. There is now. And I'll tell you what, I'm ready to go back to the boring days. Are you ready for shorter WIP and chats from me? Or you like the long WIP and chats? I'm ready for shorter ones where I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. Anyhow, it is what it is. I saw turkeys this morning again. I don't know where the turkeys are coming from all of a sudden, but I was leaving and the turkeys were out by our pond. There were 3 turkeys. I did stop. I got them on video. I did get them on video. And the tom turkey had his feathers all fluffed up. It was pretty cool. I don't know why all of a sudden we have turkeys. We have never had turkeys like this on our property. One time, I think, in all the years that we've lived here, I saw one turkey walking across the front yard all by himself. But now it's just like there's bunches of them. And then I'm on my way home this morning, afternoon. Yeah, it was afternoon. I'm on my way home this afternoon, and my sister lives on the same road as my dad. Okay, they live a couple miles apart on the same street. So I left her house and I'm driving down the road. I'm going past his house. I'm almost to his house when a turkey starts heading out into the road. I was like, what? What is going on? I almost hit this turkey. I'm like, wow. First of all, they're all over my yard. Now I almost hit one right by my dad's house. I'm like, what is going on with the turkeys? So it's spring. That's all I can say. It's spring. They've all lost their minds. I don't know. So that's that. Okay, guess what? I think this is a good place to stop. I think I'm going to stop talking here. Maybe finish up this little section. This is, I know, I'm getting very little done, but I am getting stuff done. I have one row of this painting done. One row down here at the bottom I have done. And then I've started this section. This is actually bigger than a release paper. So anyhow, it's bigger than this. Bigger than one release paper. You probably can't even see what I'm pointing at. Oh, okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to get myself something to drink. Let the dogs out to go to the bathroom. And then I'm going to come and edit and upload this video. And while I do that, I can keep working on this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope your week and your life is not as complicated. And please, I hope that mine gets a little less complicated. Oh, this isn't even that long. It's not even 40 minutes. Look at that. Oh, well. So, anything else? Anything else? Anything else? It seems like there's something I'm forgetting to tell you, but just keep posting your pictures in the Facebook group for the mystery event. And hopefully I've got a minute in here to do a little video for the Alan Gianna event before it actually starts. That would be great. And look forward to that. That's it. That's all, folks. Okay, now I'm going to let you go. Have a great week. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.